Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It is Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. December 4th, 2023. Here's what's happening today in America. Santos out. Navy ship attacked. Secret revealed. And the playoffs announced. That's all coming up. Then Bill's going to be here with your message of the day. But first, Republican Congressman George Santos, the 6th congressman ever expelled from Congress, the first who has never been charged with a crime or has been a member of the Confederacy. He represents the wealthiest district in New York, part of Long Island. He's told some real humdinger of lies. He said he was a star volleyball player in college, said he worked for Goldman Sachs and Citigroup on Wall Street, said he founded an animal charity, said his grandma died in the Holocaust. He said he was Jewish, and when called out on it, he said, no, I meant I'm like Jew-ish. Said he had 4 employees who died in the Pulse nightclub shooting, and a 5-year-old niece was kidnapped. None of those things ever happened. But the one that got him in trouble was using campaign money to buy Botox, an OnlyFans account, and a purchase at Hermes. A U.S. Navy warship in the Red Sea struck down several drones again headed in their direction from Yemen, an area controlled by Houthi terrorists. The Trump administration designated the Houthis a foreign terrorist organization in 2021, but the Biden administration reversed that designation. One ballistic missile fired from the Houthis landed in the vicinity of a merchant vessel in the Red Sea, and the Carney was able to respond. Thomas Randell was dying of lung cancer, and on his deathbed, he told his daughter a secret, that 50 years earlier, when he was 20 years old, he robbed a bank of $215,000, the equivalent of $1.7 million today. After that, he changed his name from Theodore Conrad to Thomas Randell. So his daughter went home and Googled Theodore Conrad, and sure enough, hundreds of articles about the biggest bank robbery in Ohio history. Looking back, his daughter said he always had a beard, always wore a baseball hat in public, and refused to travel overseas. He was a car salesman and the country club golf pro who donated money to local police charities. The college football playoffs have been announced. The Michigan Wolverines, Washington Huskies, Texas Longhorns, and Alabama Crimson Tide. The undefeated Florida State Seminoles were left out. Texas and Alabama both lost games this year. Next year, the playoffs will be the top 12 teams. The semifinal games are on January 1st. I'm Mike Slater from the podcast Politics by Faith. The great Bill O'Reilly is here with your message of the day. Next.
Everything is expensive these days, you know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. If the government continues its printing and spending, the dollar could continue its free fall and lose its coveted role as the world reserve currency. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call, and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. On this Monday, 3 weeks before Christmas Day, and now Santa Bill, that's me, has a couple of tips about making Christmas the best it can be. Where did I hear that before? Oh, in the Army. Okay. Number one, be charitable at Christmas time. And that means actually giving money to different charities, but be very careful, because fraud is just out of control. And the reason is Americans are the most generous people on earth. And the miscreants know that. So they call you up and they want your credit card. Don't do any of that. This year, I'm giving a lot of money away locally where I can see for myself what the charity is doing. I do give to national organizations to help vets and children primarily, but I go to charitynavigator.org, I believe it is. It's either .com or .org, Charity Navigator, to find out what the rating of the charity is. So due diligence is necessary in charitable giving, and also be charitable to your friends. Give them little things, Christmas cards, greetings, be charitable. And the second tip is be nice to yourself. I always give myself a Christmas gift. Usually it's something to do with history, but it's something that I like. You should do the same thing. It is a day of remembrance for tradition, but also a day to celebrate. Give yourself a gift. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Now let's go to the mail. Joe, concierge member, Nikki Haley is a neocon, one of the most superficial presidential candidates I can remember. Okay, everybody has their opinion of everybody. Jeff Kimball, Murrells Inlet, South Carolina. What is your opinion of Nikki Haley O'Reilly? Will she come on the No Spin News? No, this is beneath her, all right? Because she doesn't really understand the power of what we do here and how many millions of people we reach. Nikki Haley doesn't understand that. She's imperious, right? Very high opinion of herself. And we've invited her, but wasn't even nice about it. Now, that does not taint my assessment of her ability. She is a very smart woman. She ran South Carolina well. She ran the United Nations office for the USA pretty well. Okay, pretty well. I would not underestimate Nikki Haley, but she's not going to beat Trump for the nomination, no matter how much money she's got. Dr. Sidney Mann, Bethlehem, South Africa. Never been to Bethlehem. I've been to South Africa, but never been there. Bill, the big health problem is salt. My professor of medicine used to shout at the top of his voice, salt is the devil's element. Yes, but it's not near, in America, at the level of sugar. Sugar, wiping people out. Salt, hypertension, but I'm a moderate salt user, and I've never had a problem. You go to fast foods 3-4 times a week, it's loaded. You'll have a problem. But I'm glad you checked in, doctor. In a moment, something you might not know. If you own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles and have an auto warranty about to expire or have no warranty at all, listen up. Car Shield has a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that's now available to the public. Save on out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. So please call Car Shield now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. 800-925-7584 for a free quote. This protection plan is at an all-time low in price. Drivers who activate the vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. So please call for your free quote, 800-925-7584, 800-925-7584. Hey, what do you have to lose? 800-925-7584. Now, the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. On this day in the 4th century, a devout Christian was executed by her own father for accepting the gospel of Jesus. Here is the story of Saint Barbara. Born sometime around the year 270 AD, Barbara was a daughter of a powerful pagan merchant in modern-day Syria. To protect her from a new religion spreading across the Roman Empire, Christianity, she was locked away in a fortified tower by her father. The girl spent a decade in isolation. Eventually, she was smuggled a Bible. Enraged by the secret conversion to Christianity, Barbara's father demanded his daughter renounce her faith. She was paraded naked through the town square, whipped, set on fire, beaten with wooden sticks. Vinegar was poured into her wounds, but still she refused to recant. Finally, Barbara was led to a mountaintop and decapitated by her own father. She is believed to be Christianity's first female martyr. According to legend, the pagan merchant was instantly struck dead by a bolt of lightning. In the 6th century, the relics of Barbara's body were transferred to Constantinople. 600 years later, they were brought to Ukraine. They now rest at St. Vladimir's Cathedral in central Kyiv. Today, Barbara remains the patron saint of those in danger from fire, explosions, and artillery. Also, the Order of St. Barbara is an officially recognized society within the U.S. Department of Defense. The group contains Catholic members from the Army Field Artillery and Air Defense Association. And here's something else you might not know. The story of Barbara is the inspiration for a famous European fairy tale. When compiling their book in the early 19th century, the brothers Grimm wrote about a young princess who was locked in a tower by an evil parent. They named her Rapunzel. Back after this. If you or your business is falling behind filing your tax returns, or if you owe more than $10,000 in back taxes to the IRS, please listen carefully. The Biden administration just unveiled an $80 billion plan to modernize the IRS and reduce the unpaid tax debt. Are you tired of the IRS letters, levies, liens, or wage garnishments? You do not have to face the IRS alone. Hire Anthem Tax Services. They can help you settle your delinquent tax problems and all collections, and may even be able to reduce your back taxes significantly. If Anthem Tax Service cannot reduce your current monthly payment with the IRS or state, or they don't put you in a better position, you might qualify for the 100% money back guarantee. Please call Anthem Tax Services 800-810-9193, 800-810-9193, 800-810-9193. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.